Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to 90 Day Fiancé latest news. In the world of 90 Day Fiancé, where relationships are money and drama is fate, the globe has witnessed every kind of love clash with fame. The show's rotating cast of couples has provided plenty of drama, from hasty marriages to broadcast betrayals. But in that sparkling mess, one woman stood out not because she was shocking, but because she had substance. Veronica Rodriguez was never supposed to be the major character. Tim Malcolm's ex-fiancé's story included her as a side note. But sometimes fate has other ideas. Tim had a hard time connecting with his new partner on camera, but Veronica's honest humor, keen wit, and unexpected sensitivity brought the attention to her. What started off as funny turned into something that fans loved. And yet, even though Veronica was easy to relate to, her personal tale was full with anguish that few people saw coming. She had loved truly once, but now she was parenting her daughter Chloe as a single mother, trying to balance the responsibilities of being an adult with the pain of being rejected. Since then, her on-screen interactions have been careful, protective, and full of that silent grief that never really goes away. Each man she went out with saw parts of her, but not the complete thing. Some people desired the mother. Some people wanted the fire. Few people stayed long enough to see that Veronica was a lady who needed safety, even though she was drinking wine and making fun of people. For someone who didn't just want to be there for the joyful parts, but also for the hard ones. She had been in love before, and it had hurt her. Then Seth came. There wasn't a major reveal. No big post on social media. No teaser ads. He came in the manner real love does, discreetly. Without warning. A steady hand, not a big show. A man who didn't follow her to get famous or flirt with her to get followers. A man who wasn't aiming to write a novel, but to live his life. Seth Morgan was a 37-year-old software engineer who lived in Charlotte. He didn't watch the show 90 Day Fiancé. When they initially met, he didn't even know what the franchise was. Someone they both knew had introduced them at a 4th of July party in 2023. She was laughing at a joke that was being told across the yard. He was looking at her with the type of interest that made it seem like he was looking at her, not her picture. That night, they talked for hours about nothing and everything. He never asked about Tim. He never once brought up the show. And in that quiet, Veronica sensed something strange. Peace. He sent an SMS the next day. Nor a meme, nor a pickup line. Just, last night was a lot of fun. If you're free this weekend, I'd want to take you out to dinner. It was straight to the point. On purpose. Not like most of what she was used to. She had driven by the quiet Italian restaurant in a shopping complex 100 times before their first date. Seth had on a navy button-up shirt and smelled like cedarwood and clean laundry. He paid attention. He asked things. And when she talked about Chloe, his eyes lit up with real enthusiasm. Months went by. They kept everything small. No soft launches. No selfies of couples. He let her play whatever Spanish playlist she wanted and danced with her barefoot on the tile in Veronica's kitchen. They went on long walks, had lazy Sundays, and cooked together. Chloe was the one who really gave the thumbs up. At first, the young teen was unsure, but with time she grew to like how calm and attentive Seth was. He never attempted to be her dad. He just came up, got her from school when Veronica was stuck filming, helped her with her arithmetic homework, cheered her on at soccer games. Veronica, who was always realistic, waited for the other shoe to drop. For the warning sign. For the change. But it never did. He didn't run away when things got hard. Seth didn't flinch when her filming schedule got busier, when gossip blogs talked about her dating life, or when fans tagged her in old images with exes. He wasn't scared of her independence or her platform making him feel less manly. He didn't try to beat the version of her that everyone else knew. He loved the one they didn't. He noticed her, the real her, and while she did this, she started to think that maybe, just maybe, this wasn't going to last. Veronica knew by Christmas 2024. She was in love, not the kind that is desperate, not the crazy, whirling kind that ends as quickly as it starts, but the kind of love that makes you feel at home. Hot, trustworthy, safe. Seth asked on New Year's Eve, not with fireworks or flash, but in the kitchen, where he was barefoot again. He cleaned his hands, turned to her, and took a tiny velvet box out of his hoodie pocket while they were washing dishes. I know you've been through a lot. I realize that the life you live is grander than mine. But I want to be there for you through it all. If you want me." She said yes while crying. But instead of telling everyone about their engagement, they only told a few people. Chloe, a few close buddies. No producers. No other actors. Veronica hadn't possessed anything sacred in years, and she didn't want to share it with anyone. They made plans for a wedding in secret. Veronica knew that things would get crazy if people found out. Every little thing would be looked at. Did Tim get an invite? Did TLC know? Would it be filmed? Would it change how she looks in Pillow Talk? It would be impossible to stand the circus. So she went away. She backed off from January to April. No new information. No behind the scenes. She let the fans guess. Some people thought she was making a movie. Some people felt she was getting over a breakup. Some people guessed the truth, but no one realized how near they were. Veronica Rodriguez married Seth Morgan on May 3, 2025, in a quiet grove near Asheville. The ceremony took place under a canopy of white roses and warm mountain sunshine. The ceremony was close. No more than 30 visitors. No crews with cameras. No use of social media. Only love, family, and friends. Veronica donned a champagne-laced dress that fit her curves perfectly and sparkled in the late afternoon sun. She had beautiful curls in her hair, and a few strands fell lightly along her face. Chloe led her down the aisle. Seth, dressed in a stylish charcoal suit, looked at her as if she were the only person in the world. They wrote down their vows by hand. Promises to be patient. Laughing. Grace. Growth. No drama. Just the truth. Birds fluttered in the treetops while they kissed. The visitors cried. It seemed like even the wind stopped. Veronica felt completely grounded for the first time in years. Not shot. Not changed. Not seen. Just living. The reception was placed at a nearby rural lodge. There were family-style tables with string lights and huge tables of food. Guests danced and clinked drinks under the stars while a jazz trio played gently. Veronica laughed so hard that she sobbed. Chloe spoke. Seth's mom hugged her like a daughter. It was everything she had never thought was still possible. But great moments don't stay perfect for long. 3 days later, the first picture that had been leaked showed up. A fuzzy, untagged Instagram story that only lasts a few seconds. It featured Veronica and Seth kissing under the rose canopy, with light framing their outlines. The account was taken down a few hours later, but the harm was done. Screenshots of fans. Fan pages went crazy. Gossip bloggers jumped on it. The internet wanted to know. Was it real? Did she have a husband? Who let the picture out? Why did they keep it a secret? Veronica didn't say anything. She didn't freak out. She didn't say no. She only posted one picture. Her left hand holding Seth's hand. Their rings were clear. No faces. No tags. The caption said, "Mine." It always was. That post said it all. Veronica picked herself in a world that wants access and encourages oversharing. She had done enough. Shared enough. Gave up enough. She wasn't going to explain or defend her happiness this time. Real love doesn't need permission, though. She and Seth went back to their normal lives. In a quiet way. With grace. No chores for the press. No money-making Q&As. Just two people making a life together. Some of the cast members were surprised. Some people told her congratulations in private. Some of them felt hurt that they didn't know sooner. But Veronica was okay with the choices she had made. This has nothing to do with leaving people out. It was about keeping things safe. She was the one who made people laugh. The smart one. The one with a broken heart. Now, she was just a woman in love. A woman who is married. A mother who had finally found a spouse who loved her for who she was. The leak didn't bother her. It only made her decision stronger. Because she didn't let the world have her moment. She held on to what was important. Love. Not love that is loud. Love that isn't censored. Not love that is part of the plot. Just love that is real, normal, and amazing. The way Seth held her hand at the DMV was what made her feel that way. How he made Chloe's lunch when she was late. The way he sat in the front row when she talked about being a single parent on a women's panel. He never requested to be tagged, but he always showed up. This was the kind of love that doesn't go viral. That doesn't become popular. But it lasts. Veronica didn't let her admirers down by keeping it hidden. She showed respect for herself. Because for the first time in her life, she didn't need anyone else to see her. She was already home. and real love had been waiting for her all along. This gossip is over. If you liked the video, then give your opinion in the comment box and stay with us by subscribing the channel. Thank you.